All right, what's up you guys? Welcome to today's video. So I am just getting to the trail for the day. We are in week 12 of half marathon training. Things have been going pretty well. Mileage is up there. I think the longest run that I did recently was about a week ago. I ran about 12 miles. I don't know if I've said this in a previous video, but I'm actually following a marathon program right now, which has meant like my mileage is actually going to be surpassing the half marathon. I'm actually going to run more than a half marathon before the half marathon, just because that's just how my mind works. My mind is always like, I want to be overly prepared for anything that I'm doing. So for this half marathon, I've been actually using a marathon training program and feeling fantastic. I'm in a little bit of a taper right now, being we were about 3 weeks out from that, and things are feeling good. I ran 3 miles yesterday, and it's just super interesting how, having been running for, the amount of time that I have now, not doing it with any sort of like previous, like I ran in the past, but it was literally when I did mixed martial arts and I was like cutting weight for fights and stuff like that. But being in this training now and truly running 4 days per week for the past 12 weeks, to think that like at 3 miles, I felt like I didn't even do anything. It was like high 70s yesterday as we're kind of going from summer into fall here in Washington. And like my sweating minimally, whereas like in the past, I remember running 3 miles and it would take me over 30 minutes and I would just be kind of wiped after it. My feet would hurt, some of my joints would hurt. And yesterday, having completed that, I think I ran that in about 24 minutes. Like I was just cruising and I felt fantastic the entire time. And it's pretty cool to kind of go through that. But just getting to the trail for the day, I've got 5 miles. Like I said, I'm in a taper, so I've got 5 miles today. I've been trying to mix a little bit of like road and trail. I know our half marathon is going to be on a road, but just to be a little bit more friendly for my joints, the trail always helps to protect them a little bit more. So we're going to do my 5 miles on the trail today. After that, going to go home. I've got a complete restructuring that I'm going to be working on for Virtuous Fitness, as far as like personnel, the types of jobs they have, and just going to be kind of moving some things around. We've experienced so much growth that as you grow and as you scale a business, you actually run into different problems that you've never experienced before. So I'll talk to you guys a little bit about it here in a little bit, about what we're experiencing as far as problems now as we're growing. But gonna be doing that after I finish that, or after I finish this run. And then we've got Jiu Jitsu this evening. We just finished watching, my wife and I and my kids, we watched the ADCC, which is like kind of like the Super Bowl of Jiu Jitsu for no-gi grappling. And we watched that the entire weekend. So on a Jiu Jitsu day, the week after ADC competition, I'm fired up. I'm ready to get on the mat and get some training in tonight. So I will take you guys with me and you can kind of go through that with me as well. So gonna hop out of the truck, get warmed up, gonna jump into my 5 miles, and I'll report back to you guys when I'm done. In just 12 weeks time, paces, uphill, downhill, doesn't matter. You can maintain it either way. I'm just steady. Rhythm's the same, breathing's the same. I can talk in the video. Just kind of brings me to this concept. Anything you do long enough and consistently enough and put enough effort into, it's impossible not to get better at it. And it's just an interesting thing to think how in the beginning of this, there's no way I can handle this. No way I could talk and run and maintain at the levels I'm able to now. But when you're consistent enough and put in effort long enough, it's impossible not to get better. All right, run is complete. Went about 5 miles, did a little bit of cool down and stretching. Took me around like 46 to 48 minutes, and feeling good. I'm all done now, getting ready to head home. I want you guys to check this out. New hat, ordered this specifically for running so that I could rep my brand, Virtuous Grappling and Virtuous Fitness, even when I'm on a trail, when I'm on the road. I kind of had this weird thing to where I want to always be in uniform. I want to always be repping my brand that I've spent so many years just building and making into something significant in my area. And I want everybody to see it all the time, and just this triangle literally be burned into people's brains. So with that being said, my hat's sweaty, I'm sweaty, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go home, get a little bit of fuel in me, and then start work for the day. All right, so run is done. I am now home and I'm sitting in the home office and I've got work to do on my tablet. So like I said earlier, and kind of like my previous kind of thoughts around things, is that Virtuous has been growing just an insane amount this past like year and a half. About a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago now, we pretty much changed everything that we did. So traditionally Virtuous used to be, we were a CrossFit gym. Our name was different. We were called CrossFit 7 Cities. I believe in a previous vlog, I've kind of gone through the story of like how we became what we became. But we were a traditional CrossFit gym. We sold a membership. It was a monthly membership. You would come to the gym, you would work out, and then you would be on your way. We built a community and a culture and had some very high level programming that people kind of sought after. And then over time, I kind of got to this place in the business where I realized like that wasn't going to fulfill my goals. When COVID hit and things kind of got crazy in the world, something we noticed was that we were lacking inside of our coaching in a couple different things, right? So we believe in pillars around in fitness, right? You've got fitness, nutrition, accountability. On average, when people start to pay attention to their nutrition, they're accountable to themselves and their goals and their gym and the community around them. They're losing as much as 10 to 15 pounds. And when we made this change and we started to see these results, it completely changed the game for us. As people were getting better results with us, they started to tell more of their friends. We got into paid advertising, and then our gym just kind of blossomed and it grew. And it's been a really cool thing. But more money, more problems, right? The more things that we have done to grow, the more problems we have experienced. And what we're kind of going through right now is making sure that we have the correct people in the correct places doing the correct things. And then also managing payroll, because to take care of all of these clients that we have to make sure that we are being efficient with the amount of man hours that are spent to handle these people. So my plan for the day is I'm gonna literally list out, and this is something like if you're a gym owner, if you're coming to this channel and you're looking to learn from me, you're looking to kind of learn from my mistakes, maybe you're coming to this video and it has been years since this recording, wherever you're coming to this from, I'm in a place in my business where I have just scaled incredibly fast on the fitness side of the house. And I'm gonna list out all of the things that need to be done every day. I'm gonna list out all of my full-time employees, what their current roles are, and I'm gonna completely change and make sure that I have the right people in the right places, doing the right things to make sure that we are being efficient with payroll. So that is my main focus today. As I'm at home, I'm working, my kids are gone, my wife is at work for the day. I've got an entire day to get into a flow state. I'll usually put on like some lo-fi music, and then I'm gonna put, pen to tablet, and I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna write all these things out and come up with the next plan that is gonna, what I believe, take us to the next level at Virtuous. Once I'm done there, it's off to Jiu Jitsu and we're gonna have a great training night. So I'm gonna get to work on that, and I'll see you guys on the way to Jiu Jitsu. Gotcha. There you guys are. So we've been basically combining two payment services inside of the gym. So a few years back, I had one payment service for grappling and jiu-jitsu, and I had one payment service for like the fitness side. I did that for a number of reasons, but at the time I had a team in which I wanted to report specific numbers to, and with the thought of like maybe eventually breaking off and putting my grappling studio at another location and keeping the gym where it was. So as kind of things have changed and moved over the past few years, I've got to this place where those two systems didn't need to be separate anymore. So we've been basically migrating all of our clientele into one system so that we can operate in one place. But inside of that, I also had to change all of the automation emails inside of there. So that meant making sure that the branding was correct, making sure that the conversation sounded the same, just because we've got grappling and fitness people both receiving these emails. So just needed to change some words around, and there was probably 50 different emails that I needed to go in and update the copy inside of. So that is done. Also got the kind of the team exchange of duties mixed and mingled and sent that off to my coach to take a look at. Once that's done and I get the thumbs up that things are looking good, we're gonna go and have a meeting with the team and go over that. And then the last thing I did was this. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. There it is. So Marcelo Alonso, he is our head black belt for our association inside of Carlson Gracie Jiu Jitsu. He is like one of our head black belts inside of that. He has actually announced that he is going to come and be a part of our promotion ceremony in October. So needed to make a sign up form so that the people at the gym can sign up for that and, you know, put their name in a hat and make sure that they are there to both be there for the seminar and to get either striped or belted wherever they are in kind of their promotion journey. So got that done. All the emails are done. My brain is fried. I'm gonna relax a little bit, maybe have a coffee, and then we're gonna head to the gym for jiu-jitsu. It's beautiful, right? Everything reset for the next day. Ready to take care of people the next day. Mats are clean. Gym side, lights are off. Everything ready for the next day. I actually look forward to these like times in the night where, you know, we're starting to roll into fall, so it's getting dark outside a little bit earlier. You know, everybody from the gym is gone for the day and it's just me and the gym, because these were the times where, pretty sure I said this in a previous vlog, where like I used to kind of think about the possibilities. I used to have like all the visions of what I wanted things to do, is when I would just sit around and just move equipment from one side to the other and set things in different ways, just because I wanted to maximize my space. I wanted to make sure that this is just the coolest place ever. So at this time of the night where everybody from the gym is left and I just get a second to just be here and alone and to really think about my day, to look around at what has been built and, you know, just the types of things that has happened inside of these walls. It's just incredible, and I look forward to these kind of nights. And really just look forward to when I can be here and to just remember why I started. So vlog is done. Heading home, gonna turn off the screens, mat's clean, doors are locked up, gonna head home. It's been a long, grueling day, and miss my family, so I'm gonna go home and see them. I appreciate you guys watching these vlogs, and all the great feedback has been amazing. If you got anything from this vlog, make sure to hit that like button and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future ones. My plan is to just document what I'm doing, and then anybody who's kind of in a similar place as me that want to come here and just kind of come along for the ride and enjoy the journey, maybe get some motivation to start to do something new themselves. If one person gets that, then these vlogs are worth it. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.